Hey, it's your guy. That one YouTuber that looks like your divorced father. How are you doing? I am doing fine today. And if you're wondering what I'm here to talk to y'all about, well, it's because you clicked the title of this. Quite, quite an easy intro to do, guys. That's like the formula. You insert this, hi, blah, blah, blah. Then I'm going to talk to you about blah, 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 blah. That's sentence structure. Well, we are here to talk about something else that is pretty structured. Pretty structured indeed. I am here to talk to you guys about the duality of One Piece. Now, this might seem like bottom of the barrel content to some, but the dualities of One Piece actually apply to more than just the plot devices itself. For instance, getting right into the nitty gritty right away, fellas. One Piece is not long enough. I said it, fellas. You're thinking, what? What? Why is this guy saying that One Piece isn't long enough? There's so much more that we just kind of don't know about certain things that have already been just kind of gone over. Sure, Egghead's kind of bringing to light some things that happened during a specific event and other specific events, but it's still left space to stuff we don't know. And this is why I say One Piece is not long enough at the moment. Because there is so much in world lore in One Piece that you literally need two Wikipedias to go with it. Like I've seen literally two different Wikipedias for One Piece: Heroes and Villains Wiki, and the one usual wiki. But literally, there is like, where the hell did San Juan Wolf come from? How did that man like end up to the size of a skyscraper? You know, it'd be cool. Zunisha versus San Juan. That would actually be a kind of fair fight. I'm just saying here. San Juan Wolf versus Zunisha. And pin it here, fellas. Pin it here. This is just a random theory that San Juan versus Zunisha might happen. Imagine how freaking cool that would be. We saw Zunisha take down Jack, the Drought. So, another crippling duality of One Piece is when people first start watching One Piece. I know this is kind of rewording, it's not long enough, but it's borderline to the point borderline come to the point where I am just sitting here with fellas just hooked, waiting for that next chapter spoiler to come out, like like someone in Death Valley, Nevada, fiending for some water because he had been out in the desert all day. Freaking, this is another duality of One Piece. The hook, the bait, because I'm not sure if you've all understood this, but we just Oda just trauma bonded us with the Straw Hat Pirates. Yes, he trauma bonded us with so many characters in this story too. Trauma bond. Now, this isn't me being parasocial or anything. It's how you get people really into your animes or your mangas is by making them go through a lot of things that the reader might relate to slightly. But literally, I don't think we've all relating to Naruto. As much as we've all felt alone, we all didn't lose our father and mother to the nine-tailed fox attack that happened 16 years prior to Shippuden. Yeah, I'm being real here, guys. Being real! Well, that's one thing that kind of has to hit with the next duality of One Piece. The next duality of One Piece is the fan base. And the fan base, you get several sides to the fan base. You get the bad side, you get the worst side, you get the good side, and you get the best side. The best side are people like, I believe Matt Crawford is his name, from Tekking. Tekking is one of the best in One Piece. Because he genuinely loves One Piece. He genuinely gets One Piece too. And I don't think that man, like, I don't think that he has a mean spirit in his body. However, some people who like One Piece, I have seen the worst end of the spectrum, not even just on X, through Discord servers and stuff too. But I have seen the worst of the One Piece community. And if I had to relate the worst of the One Piece community to people, those guys are literally the opposite of Bucky the Clown's entourage in Impel Down. They like One Piece, but they're like ridiculously toxic about it. They like to force the canon to their perspective. They like to kind of try to push things in their direction, push things to their narrative. But One Piece isn't your narrative. It's Shiro Oda's narrative, fellas. It is not my narrative either. Sure, I might throw some predictions. Sure, I might throw some theories about what might happen. But all in all, this isn't me just throwing down something, saying I'm going to go 100%. This is what's going to happen. Because I'm not Ichiro Oda. So why do I need to force myself on something I love like that? And yeah, guys, that's that. Basically, you're forcing your narrative is forcing yourself on something you love, because it's just as gross as it sounds. It doesn't even have that implication. Like, I'm not trying to get like that implication with it, but what I mean is in a metaphorical context of pushing your essence, your spiritual essence, and trying to take away from someone else's spiritual essence just because you're trying to overpower what you want in them. I'm not trying to get philosophical here, fellas. I'm just trying to say it's a fictional manga / anime, people. I personally love One Piece. I will admit I'm addicted to One Piece. And I will say I love One Piece so much. But you will never catch me trying to push some sort of narrative with One Piece as my forefront. I do not need to virtue signal with Luffy bods. I'm just some random Canadian in Canada who's providing YouTube content right now. Like, comment, and subscribe, by the way. Only like 26% of you are subscribed to me who are recurring viewers, and I would like to get more recurring viewers. That would be really nice. But currently, I got one more duality of One Piece. Yes, this knife. You're probably wondering, why does this knife make an appearance in the video? I pantomime. You already know this. Y'all already know this. The meaning of pantomiming is when you express what you are saying with your hands. Yeah. New word. Enjoy that. The last duality of One Piece that isn't blatantly obvious, because we could sit here for hours talking about how it appears to be this joyful anime, but underneath that thick exposure, underneath that thick exterior, there's actually a government psyop piece. Well, guess what? That's not what this video is about. This is about the unexpected dualities of One Piece. And this last unexpected duality of One Piece is, if you don't think you have the ability to cry to something, you might fucking cry watching this or reading this. I can tell you one thing about, like, I have cried so much watching One Piece, and I'm man enough to fucking admit it. One Piece is just so well written that when you feel certain things in One Piece, you feel that emotion. I'm on the spectrum. And I don't understand emotions like that. But One Piece is, it helps me get it. You really feel it. Like Chopper in Drum Kingdom. First time I bawled my eyes out in One Piece was in Orange Town. Yes, the dog, Shushu. I fucking love that dog. That dog. It's the first example of One Piece hitting you hard in the heartstrings when it just appears goofy at that. I'm just picturing it right now. That dog sitting in front of that pet shop trying to protect its pet food. Then Beast Tamer Moji just coming and being an absolute dickhead. Beast Tamer Moji is... I love his animal. But Beast Tamer Moji is a dickhead. And he is one character in One Piece that I do not like. I'll make a One Piece characters I do not like video one day for y'all, because I love y'all. Well, like, comment, subscribe. See y'all later with more One Piece content or whatever content I come up with, because I feel like it.